What up, everybody? Welcome back to Pro Publications YouTube channel. It is about 2 in the morning. I could not sleep, and I'm one of those people, if I cannot sleep, my mind says, fuck it, get up, go do something. So I'm gonna do something right now.
I have an idea!
I know I started kind of early last night, but I just had an idea. I had the impulse to go ahead and do this thing, and so I went ahead and did it. And there's two things that brings to my mind that I want to talk about, which is having a structure as a creative, right? Like, we have to structure our days and our work, you know what I mean? We have to, because if we don't, we're just kind of just shooting in the dark, and we're just going, and that could become debilitating as a creative, as an artist. If you start a million projects and finish none, that's a problem. If your idea is to progress, but you don't add the time or the structure to actually have a formulated plan to get better, meaning you don't analyze what you're not doing well and what you should be doing to try to get better. If you're not thinking about these things, once again, you're just shooting in the dark. So then I get up, I do what I do, and there's two things that I want to mention, right? One is, if you are not tired and you're just laying in bed and you're restless and for some reason you can't sleep, I suggest you get up and do something. That doesn't necessarily mean it needs to be productive, but you know, you can read a comic book, you can watch some TV. Don't ever just lay in bed doing nothing, man. I think that's probably one of the worst waste of times that you can do as an individual, as a person. But after that, like, my mind was like, I hope people understand that I have a structured day. Like, I'm structured. Even though I got up at 2:30 and went back to sleep around 4, I still woke up at my same time. I don't want to lose my structure, because I keep saying, like, there's two things that you always have to remember. There's a creative lifestyle that, honestly, I feel like once you start creating, that's just going to be where you're at, right? But then there's the creative habits. And I think the lifestyle and the habits are very, very important when they work together. Now, if you don't have the habits, your creative lifestyle, like, once again, can become very debilitating. You don't have a structure. You just go and you don't have an aim, and you're just shooting. You're just shooting in the dark, and you're hoping that that bullet lands where you want it to land. But honestly, being structured helps you get there faster, helps you get there intentionally, right? And going back to that point of, like, setting your intentions really does make a big difference in what you do. Even though I got that impulse late at night and I got up and I did what I did, I woke up at the same time and then just started the day as I always do, right? Because my structure matters, and it's been helping me get more and more ground in what my goals are as a creative. And that, I think, is very important. So if you're just a creative and you just make whenever you want to make and you have no structure, I'm telling you, man, if you set a structure, I think you might find that, one, you'll be more productive with your own individual goals. Fuck the society's goals, but your own individual goals. I bet you'll start tackling them more. And two, I bet you'll have a better sense of your intent, meaning you have a better sense of what you want to do, how you want to do it, and then go ahead and do that. So if you are lacking a creative structure, sit down, take the time, and go ahead and make that. So if you're wondering what I mean by structure, I mean kind of like the habits that you do daily to progress in the creative lifestyle, right? So I doodle a day and I read a comic book a day. And that's the other thing about structure, right? Structures change depending upon your lifestyle, depending upon your intentions, depending upon your goals. So now my to-do list, I'm doing it very differently, meaning that I do all the little things in the beginning of the day. That way, whatever time and energy I have left, I implement it into one of my larger projects. And that's just something that I started now, meaning that you are always going to be refining your structure, and it's a process. Keep it fluid, because a lot of times we build our own little boxes. And I'm not saying that as a creative you should put yourself in a box. You should have a structure on how to create, when to create, and that way you can continuously do that. Because that means that daily I've made the time to draw. Daily, I've made the time to read a sequential art magazine that'll hopefully help me with my pursuit of becoming better at sequential art. My daily vlog is another aspect of, like, something I do daily that will help me progress towards my goal of making films. So these are the things that I'm talking about, right? Not that every day I know exactly what the video will be, but I know that I will make a video daily. And with that being said, I think I'm going to leave it here, man. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let people know what the fuck we're doing so we can continuously build this. And if you're interested in the Feral Comics Project, which is a comic book zine anthology that I published, go ahead and check the link in the show notes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Late.